Hi guys, welcome to the forest. I'm trying to bring you close to my roots. Okay, that was pretty bad. But that's pretty much, I'm just spending some time at my roots. This is a very familiar setting. Yes, so going with it. So, I thought I'd have a chat about disabilities like seizures, epilepsy, all sorts of other seizure disorders. My brush sounds creaky. That's a bad thing, right? Anyway, I'm going to brush my hair because I have come around a lot, but excuse me for not being totally back, but had a seizure last night that was very, very bad. And this afternoon, did really good this morning. Electrolyte drinks, ate regularly, as in got even my meal replacement into me. I did my medicines on time. Anyway, it happened again. So it's just what it is. Okay? So I'm just going to brush my hair and then I'm going to tie it out of my face and we're going to have a chat. So I hope that anyone else that's suffering at the moment from similar, doesn't have to be exactly the same, does it? You know, and also life's not a competition, so don't worry about that here. But like also just, it doesn't matter what you're suffering, like suffering's suffering, right? So it's alright. I've got fine hair. It sounds really bad. Just lots of it, and it just sounds like a real snap, crackle and pop. Right, so, oh my goodness, there's hair all over my bed. Let's put that in the brush. I have a brush cleaner because I have OCD. Anyway, first thing, oh, be careful with the neck. I've got magnesium cream in the back of my hair. That's a good look, isn't it? Whoa. So that's a trip. Okay, everybody. So, I hope you guys are doing better than me. And if you're not, well, I'm not doing, whoa, that's like tight, like a ballet bun tight. Ooh. All we need is the hairspray. It was to the point where your eyelashes would stick together and your nose hairs would stick together. You know, you're waiting backstage and you're like, geez, this is sensory, autistic kid here. That's what I was. I'm not a kid now. But like, yeah, you're like, nose hairs sticking together and like eyelashes. It's bad enough having all that makeup on it, I wore more makeup as a kid than I ever has as a lady. As a lady. My grandfather would have called me, I'm a lady. I grew up with grandfathers like that. You're a lady. So I'm a lady. Ladies do this and don't do that and blah, blah, blah. But anyway, I've worn more makeup as a child as I ever have as an adult. And I just refused to. Okay? Did it for a few years in my 20s and that was it. It was fun while it lasted. Tried to be normal, decided just to go with being me. It's just the best way, guys. Highly recommend. So anyway, I might repeat words, I might struggle to find words, I might be a bit neurologically. But I'm here. I'm here to talk about what we always do. Spiderweb. Oh, that's a bit of my DNA there. Lovely. Bag it. I didn't commit a crime. Anyway. Stretching. Boom. In the bin. I have a little mini bin next to that little bin. Genius. That was my genius idea. I'm very, very organised. Do not underestimate a person without executive functioning at all. We find ways around it like that. Anyway, that's this kind of living that I live now. Come on, George, get the hell out of there. Right, so I'm sitting in the forest like I used to as a kid. And the dampness, where I lived, it was very damp. And the smell of that damp wood was really nice. Really nice. It's Mickey Mouse today. Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck. Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck. Mickey Mouse. Okay. But yeah, it was always very damp. And it was always very drizzly. I need back support. Who do I think I am? Healthy? Yeah, that joke with that girl that she does these dad jokes and she laughs like, I have a laugh that sometimes, I have many laughs because I'm an echolalia. I picked up a few along my way in my life. But I have a few laughs and it depends on which joke it is actually. Weird, right? Must be like something that I've attached to some verbal stimulus because I have a lot of weird categories in my brain. My brain's weird. Okay, just go with it. But basically, I have that same laugh. When I'm sometimes laughing and I got the wheeze, I can get this real. But anyway, her dad jokes are my best. Joy. That when I hear them, it doesn't matter if I've heard them 10 times, I laugh. It's so good. It's so good. You know, you know, I'm really worried about the calendar. And then partner goes, why? Why are you worried about the calendar? Well, his days are numbered. Okay. I'll shut up. But it's funny. It's just, anyway. If I'm in a room with people like that, I can laugh for days. Yeah, it should be one of my vulnerabilities. If someone around me is a goofbag like me, I'm in trouble because I bounce off people, right? And so it can get a bit much. And then sometimes people that don't have ADHD or maybe be introverted are like, oh, I need to get away from you. Like, you're exhausting. I can't laugh anymore. Some people just can't have too much happiness, you know. It just makes them, it's just too much. But, you know, then there's others, like the rest of us, that are like ladies, that are like, no, more laughter the better. That was me and my pa anyway. We like to laugh. It was our thing. Yeah, it was, like my pa and I, like, he was always the one that would always like have a joke to lighten everything up or fill a gap with a bit of a joke because he wanted to go that direction. That's just me. It's just, yeah. I don't think it's even like totally a conscious thing. I think it's in the blood. I was watching this beautiful TikTok this morning about dancing in the 80s, 70s, 80s and 90s, and I was singing all the songs because I know all the songs because, you know, sometimes when you have a dance crew, you've danced to the one song 5 times, 5 different routines, and 5 different age groups, whatever. But, you know, I knew a lot of these songs and it was nostalgic. And, yeah, it was just amazing to look back at it and go, wow. Like, yeah, echolalia. It's incredible. But anyway, I was listening to a lot of music, having fun this morning, but that's probably possibly what set me off into the seizure. I thought I was doing the right thing, just watching TikTok and chilling. But I'm back in the bush now. I'm just sitting by some logs. There's a bit of a stream there. Fire's crackling, as you could hear. I'm watching the sparks fly. You know, and to be philosophical here, these sparks look like they're escaping something, and it's kind of like, I'm hot in here. It's getting hot in here. So take off all your, don't take off your clothes. So Beatrix is here because neurology, should have expected that. Yeah, no, so yeah, got hot, got distracted. So yeah, it's just very much a common imagery. Like, I used to watch the sparks as a kid and think, wow, I'm so anxious, I'm so envious. Neurological, okay, I've just had a seizure 2 hours ago. Sorry, but I want to capture these moments because they're basically like, the sparks look like they're flying somewhere exciting. They're escaping. It's like, wow, they're escaping somewhere cool. Where are they going? And they just fly up and you just watch them. Has anyone done that? I don't know if everyone has a different focal point in a fire. Don't know, but just, I don't know, try a real life fire. I just needed that urge to get back to my roots, like I said, where I grew up, which was the forest on the beach, which means it's very much a wet place, cold place. It's down south, which in Australia, Western Australia, south is cold, north is hot. That's just how it is, just in case it's different where you are. I didn't realise it was different where you are. And a bit, not quite like the Simpsons when they flush the toilet and goes, oh, hey, in Australia, does it flush around the other direction? I don't know if that's the thing anyway, I'm not even going there, but yeah, I'm just sitting by the stream that probably connects to the river. A lot of moss, we had a lot of moss. Prong grubs filled to it too, crackling of the fire. The smell I can smell in my head. I can smell the smoke in my head. The sticks are just there for me to be put on the fire, and I just want to grab it and then sort of light the end and just do the touring of the, oh gosh, just. It's just, but it was damp, you know, you sit down, you get a wet bum. And every time, did I learn? No, I forgot every time. But then I learned to kneel and use my gum boots as kind of a seat. Gum boots is like Wellington boots, gum boots, whatever, same thing. They're basically, we used to call them Wellington boots with my family, and then they called them gum boots because they probably got it talked out of them, I don't know. They're basically, yeah, then you only get your knees wet. I can handle that in the cold. But getting your butt wet, nah, don't recommend it at all. Because when you walk back home again, it's quite cold. But I used to sit by the little streams that I used to find. And we had lots of green tree frogs croaking little hearts out. And I'd go up to them and pat them. Some of them will let me pat them. And then I remembered, oh, I shouldn't be doing that because we were a conservationist type town and we were taught, you don't do that, you don't touch the frogs and you don't pull tree branches off, you don't do certain things as we were taught. To respect nature, to respect the ecosystem for insects, including not just animals but insects as well. And I used to be like, you're all a little bit dramatic. I mean, you know, there's a lot of trees. What does it matter? And now I realise the world's a lot bigger than me and my little family. But yeah, it's nice being back sitting by a stream. And just I'd be alone because I'm autistic, right? And yeah, a piece of wood just dropped. Just all these things I remember so much. Even sitting inside with the tile fire, and you can see the wood piece just drop. As soon as the glass ones came out, anyway. And it's like, oh, one just dropped. That piece of wood's dead. Oh my gosh. All these things you think of, and it's just, I don't know. That was our TV as a kid. You're there with nothing but your thoughts. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it's maybe someone that can sit with thoughts and not have to be entertained, even though I was raised in the city as well. Being raised in the country, and particularly, I guess, in impressionable years, it made me someone that really just, I can live in a log cabin with the right person or people, you know. But, you know, I could do that quite easily. Simple things. Simple things. You don't have to make it this complex. You know, those washing things that you can turn around and do yourself. You can heat your own drum of water and just pour it into it. It's so easy. So easy. And you know, when I look at modern life that I've now come into now, coming down to my 50s, I've just turned 50, calm down. I'm young, I'm so young. I'm not. But basically, gosh, it's just, the way we live now is so stupid, unnecessary, it's waste. What we eat, so bad. I really crave the world going backwards in time. And I know a lot won't agree with this. Maybe some of you will. Let me know what you think in the comments. You know, are you someone for the simple life, or do you want progression and progression and progression and everything to grow and grow and grow and change and change and change? Or do you just like the simple life? That's strangling me. I personally just, 2024's been harsh lessons again. That's okay. From where I was at the end of 23 to the end of 2024, it's just 1 year and I'm 50. I've changed a lot inside. And it's not, like, yes, my faith has become stronger because I feel there's been a lot of realizations of how lost I've gotten. And I'm not talking about organized religion. Okay, I have no time for that. Bible. Okay, no time for religion at all. Be cautious of religion. Religion is something that tells you that if you don't do A, B, and C, then Jesus does not love you. Jesus will not accept you. Blah, 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 blah. I disagree. That's not the Jesus that I know. It's not what I believe in. So just know that. But I've learned so much this year. In 1 year. And it's a cyclical lesson. That you're born alone, you die alone. And at the end of the day, no matter who you've got around you and what support system you've got, you've really only got yourself. As much as we want to believe in a perfect, amazing world, it doesn't exist. That's fairy tales. It's not reality. And we have to be big girls and big boys and understand that and stop going, but you know, yeah, no, I can't handle that. It doesn't matter whether you can handle it. It is going to be what it's going to be. It's a harsh thing. But we have it in us to get through that. You don't need other people. It's nice to have other people. But you know, like in the Bible, love thy neighbor as thyself. Do you love yourself? How can you love your neighbor if you don't love yourself? Or if you're loving your neighbor and you're not loving yourself? You've missed half of the sentence. I know I'm bad at comprehension. I have learning disabilities of my autism. But you know what? I'm 50 now. And let me just tell you this. You're missing half of that sentence. And neighbours aren't just physical, like literally they live in your street. I'm talking about people. Just around you. in different capacities. You look after them, right? We're taught to do that as Christians. That's great. Or you might just consider yourself just a very ethical person, and you do the right thing for others. But are you doing the right thing by yourself first, or as well as well? Oh gosh, guys, my neurology, I'm struggling, but I'm here. I don't care. You guys know what I mean. Love thy neighbour as thyself. I forgot thyself. Just saying. I'm lecturing myself. So if you're learning through me, great. Cheers. Pause, get a drink, get a snack, take a seat, lie down, whatever. Chill, man. Okay? And stop thinking about crap. Stop. While you're on this video, you stop that now. I won't have it. Okay? We're having a meeting right now, and I consider it the height of rudeness if you're going to have thoughts going out the window to other things. Be present. Or you'll have to come back to this video later. Bye. Shoo, shoo, shoo. No, what I mean is, give yourself forgiveness, compassion, self-healing, self-love. Why are you not? Why am I not? I don't know. I don't know. We need to think about that. We all need to think about that. You need to think about that. I need to think about that. And this is just between, people that want to hear this. If you don't want to hear this, you don't have to hear this. But, we keep forgetting the bits. It's not helping. Anyway, my seizures to me is a combination of just the sheer exhaustion of having Christmas, hot weather, heat wave in Perth, like I've mentioned before. Moving house, meetings, many things coming up that are really taking a lot of preparation. There's a lot of gathering of things and collating things. There's a lot of admin. Just even though the staff team's coordinated for us, it's still working out the setup. It's all a lot. We've been through a lot. And even though we're used to this place, it's a transition as an autistic, and it's hard. It's the same shower, but I've come back to it, so it's like I'm going around in circles, and I'm like, what am I doing today? How do I maneuver my body to do this shower in this shower? Because it's different. And things are in a different place. It's just, everything's different. Even though it's been the same for 2 years before I left here for just that 7 months, I'm out of whack. It's executive functioning dramas. And my ADHD, that's triggered the OCD as well. Having things perfected, and then the Christmas stuff coming out and going away, and having things perfected around me. Now that's cool. Sorry, little Tourette'sy because seizure. But basically, this is a lot that we've been doing. Fine-tuning things, you work out something and you go, yeah, this works here, I like it, and then you go, oh no, hang on a minute, where's my heat pad? What are we doing? So, if you're going through pain, disability, pain, chronic illness, I don't care what you've got, it doesn't matter. Like I said, not a competition, not a comparison, it is just, suffering is suffering, no matter what you go through in going through holiday season, going through transitions, if you've moved house, or you can think of times where you've had to move house, or you've moved jobs, or I don't know, it's a lot, right? It's a lot. And so we all go through it, and it just caught up with me, and my body's just been, I've even been struggling to eat, to sleep, because of my struggle with my transitions with my autism. So transitions for me into the new year has been my biggest one, actually, and that I could be living in the same place for years. That one doesn't go away. So when the transition is, Christmas is finished, as soon as Boxing Day is pretty much here, I'm like, no, I can't deal, because there's no structure in this bit, and I like it because I'm free to do my special interests, diving into my special interests. I'm flipping that around, aren't I? But you know, I'm diving into my special interests. That's cool. That's cool and all, but I'm in limbo. I'm like, so 2025, did I do good enough? No, I don't think I did, right? So 2024, no, did I do good enough? No. 2025's coming up, right, need to do better in that, in this, and this. And my brain just starts spinning, the OCD starts kicking in, attaching to that just makes it even more worse. And the ADHD goes, well, let's get going, because, you know, time's ticking. And then I start this project, that project, this project, and then I'm like, 3 doors are open. And then meanwhile, my body's going like physical, because it's trying to survive, and it's not doing well, because this system's setting off that system, and this system's setting off that system, and this is, it's a circulatory system, our bodies, just like anything else. So it should all settle down. We have a few more days of cooler weather. Lucky for me, brain inflammation seems to be the thing. The doctor's right. Brain inflammation is a problem for me. Been getting the bursting out of my head pains, seizures, thick head feeling, just some migraines I've had. I should have seen that as a warning, but I'm in complete denial because I'm so overwhelmed. I don't want to think of all these things. I've been trying to get back into hydrotherapy. I am a perfectionist. It's not helping. It's not helping. I'm my own worst enemy. So I need to calm down. And that's what my carers are all saying. I mean, if they're all saying it, then they're not just saying it. I think one person's not just saying it because it is saying it. It's, I need to listen. So I'm going to listen. I'm going to calm down. I'll do my best. I do have ADHD. So I would be watching telly. But I wanted to talk about this part. Transitions. Post-seizure. Problems. Stuttering. Thinking. Fuzzy brain. Exhaustion. Little bit of depression. You get like the next day, you get a real yucky, like, sorry men, but for women it's like the baby blues. You get maybe not even the whole day, but most of the day of like blah, and the next day is fine. And you're like, well, where did that come from? Because that's just gone. It's like that after seizures. So yeah. So you know it's always coming, you've got to go through it, and I've had to increase my epilem levels, and that's going to make me grumpy, and then I get irritable, and then I feel guilty, because then I get irritable, because it's like, the medication makes it feel like, bleh. My head is hurting, it's hurting. I bit my tongue, I've just noticed, not just, I bit up here, but I've obviously bit my tongue. So they'll be like ulcers for a few days, and a tongue. Anyway, sorry if my tongue's weird and long, but that's EDS. But yeah, basically, I need to chill, and that's hard to do because I'm in a transition. I've just moved house. I can't sit still. I've got autism and ADHD. I can't sit still. I want to go swim. I've got my pool bag. I'm addicted to water. What can I say? I'm not addicted to alcohol and cigarettes, but I'm addicted to water. swimming in the pool. And then I like doing my gentle exercises, and they're gentle, but to my body, especially since my heart thing, my body just overreacts. It's annoying me, actually. It's rather inconvenient, because all I'm going for is a little bit of muscle tone. Is it that hard? I used to be a dancer, okay? Every muscle was strong. Dancers, you exercise every muscle in the body. I'm just trying to tone a few muscles here and there, and my body's being dramatic. It's annoying. So, yeah, post-seizure I feel crap. Transitions into the new year is going to be hard. New Year's Day, when that's over, I feel a lot better. Because it's like, okay, can everyone get back to normal now? Because this weirdness, how everybody is in this in-between thing, annoys me. I want everyone to be back to doing what we always do all year round, please. Thank you. I'm my own worst enemy. I can't even give myself a holiday. Like, no, I don't get to go away, but like, I'm too poor for that. Poor people don't have holidays. We just have literal at-home vacations. We call it occasions, shall we? I'm on occasion right now, which means I'm at home and I get to do what I want when I want, and it's quite lovely. If only the seizures would bugger off. So anyway, I've got George here. George! This was back at one of my favourite shops that's now local to me again. Boom Boom. And he is a sausage dog, and he is called, oops, Twisty, George. So, to George, get it? Okay. Anyway, so 22Q, the old name was Deletion Syndrome. So yeah, the transitions suck. The post-seizure sucks. My body's hurting, like under my ribs. I hurt this shoulder. This is the dodgy shoulder. My knees are sore. My muscles still feel tight in the underneath my thighs. A lot more this thing called dystonia, which I haven't looked up because I'm so sick of, because of 22q, I'm missing so many chromosomes. There are so many diagnoses in the 22q that I have. I don't want to look another thing up. I don't want to know. Don't want to know. But anyway, last night's one was a bad one, and this one, sorry, allergic to cats, and my neutropenia levels are not good at the moment. So I'm struggling with this little fluffy. My poor baby, I'm allergic to him. I love you. So, yeah, it's just, I don't want to look it up. I don't want to know. I don't give a shit. I'll deal with things as they come. I'm tired. And I want to enjoy this time, because if it's going to be a limbo time and it's going to be like, well, we don't know what day it is, even though I tell myself 5,000 times, today is Thursday. Today's Thursday. Doesn't matter how many times I say it to myself, I'm always like, hang on a minute, what day is it today? So yeah, that's annoying. And I could be watching some really intellectual stuff, but you know, my brain is mush, so I have to watch sort of simple things. I mean, it's lovely, this, isn't it? Like, I'm gonna turn it down though, because it's getting a bit loud. Alright, I've just moved my swag away from the campfire, because it's getting a bit hot. No, it's the noise. The bush is not quiet. Just want to let you know, if you've ever lived on lots of land, it's not always quiet, okay? It's very deceptive. Depends where you live. But there are places where it is quiet, actually. Just depends So, yeah, I've just been watching TikTok, but then that got dangerous because I was singing. Well, let me say, listening to lots of music and for too long, I think. Moving my eyeballs hurts, man. And that maybe tipped me over the edge. Don't know. I slept in this morning because of last night's seizure. But I ate at the right times. Took my meds. I don't know why. But I had some extra Ephraim today just to boost my level because of my bowel medication, in case that shouldn't be, at this point with my bowel medication, shouldn't be doing it. But you don't know, because gastroparesis, slow trans mobility, I think that's the word, if efficacy of my medicines don't kick in, if my bowels are like partially obstructed or very, very impacted, constipated, etc. And then if my stomach contents are just sitting there for a long time because I've eaten the food, that my stomach goes, I can't break this down very quickly, holy moly. So when that happens, medicine I take can just not get there. And the efficacy's not there. It's a big word, isn't it? It's a big word. So, yeah, but if you're going through a tough time this Christmas with your health, I salute you. I tell you, I'm feeling it this year. I have not had a year this bad in a little while. So I'm very disappointed. Very, very disappointed. And I blame myself. And that's why when I realize that, you know, love thy neighbor as thyself, it's like, I need to give myself more time for me. I really do. Oh, I've got such a sore throat. I really need to give myself some time to just, I've got a lot to process. I always have lately with everything, but you know, I've got a hard year ahead in 2025, but I'm brave and strong and ready. I'm ready. I'm primed. 2024 has toughened me the fuck up to step up and say, right, I'm going to fight for me. And nothing or no one's going to get in my way. I'm going to get what I need. I'm going to get through 2025. I'm going to achieve a lot of great things because I've had enough of being stagnated. I feel a bit stagnated. It's mainly been due to moving house lots of times, really. It's not funny at all, actually. I don't like I love like the new design, and because it's a little different. We had different things in the other smaller place, and we had to get 2 new chairs to fit in here because all of a sudden now we do need a couple of pieces of furniture, and so everything looks different, feels different, but it still feels like home, if you know what I mean. So it's like, it is a bit weird, but I just need to settle. I need to just be like, yep, we're not moving house. So yeah, I think that just takes time. It's just going to take time, that transition, and I just have to wait it out. But for an autistic, and moving house this many times is too much. It's too much. It's been too much. And you add that the physical condition has actually really damaged me more. It's actually been very dangerous and has actually worsened my condition, in fact. So that's disappointing, but it's over now, as you guys know. Touch wood. Don't know. We'll leave that to Jesus, shall we? Well, I will be, because what's meant to be is meant to be. But I'm ready for a new year, and I'm ready for better, because all all that good stuff I give others, I'm giving to myself this year, because it's my time. It's my time to step into things. So watch this space. 2025 is going to be a little bit different for me, no matter which way my life goes. It just is, because it's determination to fight the good fight. Justice must be in place for all of us. It just must. The truth must always surface, and I'm a big believer in that. The truth always comes out in the end, but sometimes we all, as the Bible says, get crucified for things, you know, that it's just not our thing that we should be crucified for. It's not our burden to carry. It's not our shit to deal with. It's just bad things happen to good people. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm just saying, like, I always do the right thing. I always endeavour to do the right thing. And anytime I don't, it would not be on purpose. And if it ever was, I really enjoy taking ownership, because I don't like hurting other people. So do be kind, guys. But that's the point. You're a good person. You people, I know you people out there, like, the kindness that you have shown me, like, you know, and Amber, I want you to hear this big time. The kindness that people show, please double down on that and give that to yourself. Please just really do it for yourself, because you are worthy. You are worthy of the same kindness that you've given me. And I need to learn that too. And we can all learn this together. That it's okay to be just as kind to ourselves as we are to others. And in fact, I insist that you do, because I know you're not. Because I know I'm not. And I know there's people out there that we just never do. We never do those things to ourselves. We just don't feel right about it. And that normally comes from denominations of religion, which is not Jesus, okay? That doesn't come from him. Give yourself everything you've given to others, please. Put that to the top of your list of 2025. Give to myself the things that I give others. That just changed to an advert. Damn, we lost our crackle and pop. Snap, crackle, pop. So that's my message to leave you with, is I want you to do all of those things to yourself, for yourself. The kindness, the generosity, the effort, all the good stuff. Give it to yourself too, okay? I'm not saying being nice to others. I'm the same. Like, I always endeavour to help others. I think that we can't be a community without that. I mean, it's just going to fall apart. But don't stop giving it to yourself. It's a bit like the gas mask in gas mask. Oh my goodness. Maybe it's the novel I'm reading, but anyway, that's another story. Airplane. Put the mask on yourself first so you can help others. Okay, if you don't love yourself, how do you love your neighbour? And when I say neighbour, I'm not being literal autistics, and I'm saying this for autistics because I would consider it being my neighbours. Who's my neighbours? Okay, I think of my neighbours, I just give it to them. No, like just everyone in our lives. We should care for them. We should respect them. We should always try and understand their standpoint, their viewpoint, their perspective. Step in their shoes and be kind and give them grace. But we should do all of those things for ourselves without guilt. Without guilt, that's even harder. Not only do it for yourself. Sorry, I'm so pale. I really am. Sick of being sick. Oh, my neck is so stiff. I'm so sick of being sick. Just, every good moment you get, just do something with it. And choose yourself first before you give to others. Start with yourself. Whale. It's the water pump in the building, but I call it a whale. Yeah, I can't call out train anymore because we're not in Fremantle, so we used to be in North Coogee. Anyway, I thought that was weird because I went to Coogee Beach in Sydney and I was like, that's in Sydney, it's not. What are they talking about, Coogee? It's not here in WA. Anyway, going to leave you with that one. So I'm going to love you and leave you. I want to thank you for your generosity, and I mean that. Like, I don't even have the words of thank you. I don't have the words. Like, how do you find the words for the generosity of you people? Like, I don't have it. Because I don't know. It's deep. It's deep. It's too deep for words. And but thank you so much. But just remember, just like me, I do the same thing in my life. Make sure you give it to yourself. Please, in 2025, make it the top of your list of things to do, is that you're going to treat yourself. And that, I'm not talking about materialism things. I'm talking about a bubble bath. I'm talking about a multitude of things. It can include that, yes. Who doesn't? Well, I'm a feminine chick. Like, I love a new dress or something, right? But, you know, treat yourself to painting your nails. Do your eyebrows. Like, I have to do my eyebrow tint sometimes because I have blonde and brown eyebrows. It's really weird. And now that I'm older, I've lost a lot of my hair. I don't do all the tattooing or whatever they do. I don't even have the money for it, but at the same time, I mean, no disrespect. There's different generations do different things, but it was never my generation to put anything on except for makeup. But I'm just too old. I don't care. Things for me at my point in life, in my stage and phase of life, is just about getting through the day well, and do whatever makes you happy though. That is a definite. Do what makes you happy. If others say that's stupid, and you know, don't listen. It's not about them. Trust me, when you're older, you'll look back and you'll go, I'm glad I did what I wanted to do. I wanted to do. Please do that. And that is part of that. Give to yourself before giving to others. Let's see you in the next video.